Hey guys, it's Andy. Today I'm going to be working on a 2002 Chevrolet Suburban. I'm going to be replacing the air shocks on the back of this thing. It has the it's the LT Autoride, which has a pretty good suspension on it, but these shocks are pretty expensive. So I've already got the negative battery terminal disconnected, and I've got a wheel chock under the front tire so the truck doesn't roll forward when I lift it up. I'm going to take the tires off on the rear to make the shocks easier to get to. So let's get to it. Here's my shocks. That's one. That's two. Just a set of cheap eBay shocks. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's jack this thing up. We'll get this side off and let's go through the process. Alright, we got it jacked up. Go ahead and remove the lug nut cover to the wheel. Get started. Alright, let's go ahead and dust the tire off. Go back to you when I get it off. Alright, the wheel is off. I'm going to remove this airline and electrical connector. Just twist it sideways and pull. Obviously mine are deflated because they're bad. That's why it's getting replaced. Oh, come on. It shouldn't be this hard. Looks like it could be stuck. So let me get this off and I'll give you guys a call back. Alright, got it removed. We'll remove the top and bottom bolts. Looks like there's one behind the bracket back here. So let's run a socket down there and grab that. I'm going to take this off and see what we're working with. Alright, I got the bolts off. To get the bolts out, I put a bottle jack underneath the suspension. That way I could jack it up, relieve the tension on these bolts, and they just slide right out on both top and bottom. And then the various thing should just fall right out. They made it any easier. Alright, once I get this thing out, probably you remove this little plastic shield. Might make it easier. I'm going to do that. I'll get back to you. Alright, I got it out. Here's the old one. Obviously. Here's the new one. I shouldn't have to do a whole lot, but you want to make sure your ends are matched up. You should be able to turn one of these ends to get it to line up. A second. There we go. Go ahead and just twist that. Looks like I may have to let the suspension down to get this working. Let's go ahead and get this installed and see how it looks. Alright, got it back in. I started with this top bolt up here, put it back in. I didn't tighten it up, it's just kind of, and that's just sitting on there just so the bolt doesn't go anywhere. I put that one in first so I could work on the bottom, getting it back together. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten this thing up. Put the airline back in. Put the electronics back onto this thing. That helps regulate it. Put the tire back on. I guess we'll move to the other side. Alright, we're on the other side. Already got the truck jacked up. It's off. It's off the ground. So go ahead and get started on this. We're ready to remove the tire and do everything. Go ahead and remove the cover. A quick couple of turns. Nothing too hard. Jeez, that thing's on there. These will be going back on to the recommended torque specs, so I don't have this kind of issue again. Last one. Alright. Go ahead and start by removing the shock. And if I can get a good picture of it. We'll try this again in a second. Alright. There's no real reason to record all of this, just to help people, I guess. Take your metal clip off. Don't forget to put that back on. I actually did on the other side, so I'll have to go back over there. Take a look at it. Get that back on. Move your air hose, electrical harness. This side's a lot easier to get to. Also, the air pump's not on that side. This one looks a little different than the other one. I don't know if it's probably the air shock. Maybe it's just got blown out. I don't know. It obviously needs to be fixed, so that's why we're here. Anyways, go ahead and get started. Let's break this loose. Screwdriver. Wrench. Sorry for the long, boring video, but I like to try to do this one in real time. I'm using a wrench and a crescent wrench. I'm not really trying to strip anything out, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned slow way until we get to the top. It's awesome. I could use a socket on that side. Let's see, the same lines aren't in the way as on the other side. I'm no professional, obviously. Just trying to make a living and save a couple of dollars instead of going to the shop. So that's why I'm here, trying to help you guys out. Alright, let's get this top one done. That's awesome. I thought it would have been easier easier to get to, maybe with a wrench on the back side. Sorry, no big deal. All these lines for the HVAC unit for the rear air and heat are in the way. I'm not going to take them off. We'll figure it out. Maybe. Let's see if I'm putting an extension on the back of this thing. Shove it through the back. Without breaking some of these important hoses. Got it back there. Now we just gotta get it on the bolt. I thought this side was going to be easier, but I'm wrong. Definitely be easier with the lift, but hey, I don't want to shop. And I'm not in retirement, so. Coming off. I got the ratchet on the back side of this thing, so I can use the wrench as a ratchet until it's too loose. Like it just did right there. Now everything is near tight. This is where we need to bring the other jack in. Put some more into the suspension area. And let's jack this bad boy up. Get some tension off of those bolts. Here in a second. There we go. And you'll know when the tension's off. The bolts they'll move freely. You don't have to touch them. You don't want to jack it up to the point where it's not on the main jack that's holding the truck up. So we got it up. Just slide them out. Got the weight of this thing on here. Alright. Pain in the ass bolt. Oh, too fat for this. We got it up. Everything's loose. Let's take the suspension back down a little. Give this thing a little bit of room to move. Just be careful with it. There you go. easy enough. Let's go grab the new one. Like I did last time, I want to get this top one in first, since it's a pain in the butt. And then this bolt lined up. There we go. You should be able to compress this with your hand. It's not a gas spring or anything, so it's just the newness of it is holding it in. I put our nut back on this one just to keep that bolt from going anywhere. Oh. There we go. Put the nut on. I'll go ahead and put this air line back in. Put our metal lock back on. It's always the fun part. Put our electrical back on. That thing does swivel on the new ones, so you turn it so it doesn't get pinched. Let's just tighten this bad boy down, and then we'll be done. So sorry it's taking so long, but hey, whatever. Whew. Nothing like punching the concrete floor. Put my extension back on. So we can get to this top stuff free. Tighten this bad boy down, and we'll get the wheel back on in a second. Then we'll torque it back down. I think it's 120 inch-pounds. I think for the tires. But we'll check the manual. You can also Google it if you're not sure. Okay. Ow, that was my shin. Let's go ahead and lower this jack down. See, I got the jack. Oh, come on. Alright, it's off. Let's get this wheel back on here. We'll torque everything down. I'll put the other metal piece on the other side, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share if you got any questions. I'm here all day. Thanks, guys. I'm back. Couldn't get rid of me that easy. Anyways, it has 140 foot-pounds of torque. My torque gauge here goes up to 150. If you can see it, it's almost down to 140. As you can see, it's almost 140. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that to 140. We're gonna put the lugs back on, or the torque goes down. We'll put this lug cover back on. Again, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.